Sup fams, welcome back to another quick 4K Blu review of Stanley Kubrick's Full Metal Jacket. Coming up right now, and I hope you guys enjoy the show. Alright, quiet on set. Scene 1, take 1. Action. Now, let's just get on right to it. I'm not going to talk about the movie, so let's get on with the review. The film was shot at 35mm. The aspect ratio is 1.85 by 1, but actually they kind of open it up to 1.78 to 1 aspect ratio. This release only has HDR10, and this film has 5.1 DTS HD Master Audio Surround Sound, plus 1.0 Dolby Digital Mono. So let's get on with the video quality, and I gotta say, just like how they knocked it out, Warner Bros. Knocked it out of the park with 2001 and The Shining. That's a bad baseball thing. Once again, they knocked that out of the park with a brand new 4K scan from the original camera negative, supervised by Leon Vitali. And boy, oh boy, does this film look how it should look. I love how muted the colors look, but yet at the same time vibrant, especially at the opening scene, well, mostly at the boot camp. Oh my goodness, everything, especially at Lee Ermey's suit, his drill sergeant suit. I had to even squint a bit, just a little bit, because, well, not squint, but more like, ooh, because it was so sharp that his metals were just, it felt so 3D, and it just felt like his metals just shine throughout the entire film. And oh, guys, it feels like you're really there at the movie. I love the outdoor scene where it's vibrant, but it's muted. And I also love how it preserves the way Kubrick intended for us to watch his movie. Muted, but yet vibrant at the same time. And I love how grainy this film looks. Well, it doesn't look overly grainy, but it looks clean and grainy how it should look. Healthy amount of grain. Especially when you get into Vietnam, the colors get even more vibrant. It's just razor sharp, especially at the end of the film, where there's more fires and it's a climax, and oh my goodness, the blacks look black, the whites look white, and even the reds look red. Even the oranges look orange, especially in the fire scenes. I just love it. I also love a nice little, another highlight I have of the film is the transfer for, is when there's a sniper scene and a character is getting shot, and you can see the blood just squirt out like crazy. But the blood is vibrant, but yet again, realistically muted at the same time. And I love how they just got it perfectly right. And now let's get on to the audio quality. So the default audio is 5.1 DTS HD Master Audio, and I gotta say, even though it's the same mix as the 5.1 LPCM track from the Blu-ray, from the remastered Blu-ray from 2012, I believe. No, 2007 actually. Well, it sounds perfectly fine to me actually. Mostly the sound is coming from center, but it uses surround sounds from, in my opinion, in a nice decent way when it should use surround sound. So basically you don't really get a whole lot of surround sound being active, but because it's mostly being preserved for the center channels. But when it uses surround sound, when it needs to be, it uses surround sound. I love the opening scene when they're playing the song Hello Vietnam, and holy crap, it sounds crystal clear as ever. Even Lee Ermey's drill sergeant character, he's just screaming. When he's screaming at me, I felt like, wow, he's really screaming at me, because it feels so crystal clear and amazing. And also it includes the Dolby Digital 1.0 mono track from the original mono track. So I gotta give kudos to Warner Bros. They didn't do that for, actually no, they did it for 2001, but for The Shining, they did not include the original mono mix. But here they finally included the original mono mix, and it's great. Special features, unfortunately, nothing new, but everything is carried over with the exception of one thing, and I gotta say, this is kind of a big no-no for me, and it is the Stanley Kubrick's Boxes documentary. It was included on the remastered Blu-ray when it came out in digibook form, but when it came out in standalone remastered Blu-ray, it did not include that. So all you get is a 38-minute feature, which is great. I love it, and the audio commentary track is amazing, but why didn't they include the documentary? But here's the thing though, with the included Blu-ray, if you want to upgrade to 4K, well, if you want to upgrade to 4K but you can't afford it, but you want to still buy this new 4K version, and assuming that you're going to get the 4K version on Blu-ray, you're going to be disappointed, because it's actually the remastered Blu-ray from a long time ago, from 2012 or 2007. So it has the LPCM 5.1 track, which still sounds amazing. It's still an amazing Blu-ray though. I'm not knocking it down. It's still, in my opinion, Full Metal Jacket's remastered Blu-ray, in my opinion, is one of the best looking Blu-rays that I've ever seen in my life, in my opinion. So unfortunately, they recycle the same discs, but honestly, even though they say it's a new scan, I wouldn't be surprised that they use the exact same transfer of the old Blu-ray and put it up here, because honestly, aside from resolution and color differences, this is for me though, the video quality looks almost the same. Almost, but the 4K just wins in my opinion when it comes to picture and audio quality. I'm not knocking on the 4K. The 4K is phenomenal. If you guys don't want to buy 4K, hey, buy the remastered Blu-ray. You guys are good to go if you don't want 4K. But yeah, in the special features department, I got a little disappointed. Not because of anything new, but because they didn't include that documentary, which hopefully they'll include it for Clockwork Orange. Hopefully, that is my favorite Stanley Kubrick film of all time. Hopefully they include it for the anniversary Blu-ray that's coming up. 4K Blu-ray is coming up, hopefully. But if you pick up the Blu-ray, the 4K Blu-ray, there's a sheet for you to put in a code, I believe, to take a survey. So you can just take a survey there, and well, hopefully we can have them put the documentary on a future Stanley Kubrick film. So if I were to rate the video quality, I would rate it 10 out of 10. This is the best this film's ever looked, and it's going to ever look. Well, it could look, you know, unless 6K or 8K comes out, but it's perfect in my opinion. Audio quality, I still give it a 10 out of 10 because it doesn't always give you surround sound every time, but when it needs to, it does it. And I in my opinion, it does it great. And also the DTS HD Master Track sounds, in my opinion, just a bit better than the LPCM 5.1 track. For special features, I had to probably give it a 6 out of 10. The special features are great. And again, I'm not really disappointed by not having new features, but I'm just really disappointed they did not include the Stanley Kubrick Boxes documentary. They should have included it. I'm disappointed they didn't include the Stanley Kubrick's Boxes documentary. I just wish they could have included that. So yeah, that is my opinion on Stanley Kubrick's Full Metal Jacket on 4K. Have you bought it? What you think about it? Let me know down in the comments down below. If you guys like this video, make sure you guys leave a like, comment, and subscribe. Make sure you guys share with your friends, and make sure you guys hit that bell for notifications. So this is Javi from JAVIWOOD signing off, and I hope you guys enjoyed the show.